guys, Sophie here to talk about Tuesday's workout. Hopefully you had a great start to the week and we're ready to attack Tuesday. So today we don't have a strength like we did yesterday. Today is just a longer workout. So today is going to be comprised of 6 3-minute AMRAPs with a rest in between. So these change a little bit as we go through them, so I'm going to explain that. So rounds 1 and 2, you're going to do a 400-meter run, 5 burpees, and then as many strict press with your dumbbell as you can in the remaining time of those 3 minutes. Rounds 3 and 4, you're going to do the same thing, 400-meter run, 5 burpees, but instead of the strict press, you're going to do push presses, max effort in the remaining time that you have left after your burpees. And then the last 2 rounds, rounds 5 and 6, you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to finish max effort with push jerks. All right, so just make sure you know what movement you're on as you go through this. So you're going to have a little bit of time for those dumbbell movements. I wouldn't worry too much that you won't. If you feel like you have to cut down the run a little bit so you have enough time to do at least 30 seconds of work, then do so. But I think you guys will be able to get a handful of reps of each movement in that 3-minute kind of cap each round. So what I want to focus on today is kind of the difference between these 3 movements. So this is something that I focus a lot on when I have new clients come in, is the difference between a strict press, a push press, and a push jerk. And I know that even after years and years of CrossFit, sometimes it can get very confusing. So you'll see in this video kind of the difference, and hopefully you'll kind of absorb this today and remember it going forward. So strict press, you can think of it as you're strictly using your arms. So in a strict press, you are not allowed to use your legs. You're not allowed to bend them. You're not allowed to jump, anything like that. We're just strictly using our arms to press that dumbbell from shoulder to overhead. In the next video, you'll see a push press. So for push press, you can think your legs are helping to push that dumbbell off your shoulder. So in this one, you are allowed to use a dip and a drive. So you'll see me bend my knees, open my hips, then press the dumbbell over my shoulders. So the push press should be easier than the strict press because you're creating some energy and power from your legs and your hips. The last one, the push jerk, this one I think is the toughest to kind of understand and also to perform, is a dip, a drive, and then you're pushing yourself under the dumbbell. So you're receiving the dumbbell in a mini squat and then standing to full extension. So you'll see me do a few reps here of that push jerk. So the push jerk is the most complicated to do technique-wise, but if you do it right, the push jerk is the easiest to lift the heavier weight, because you're only having to get that weight about a few inches off your shoulder, and then you drop under it and lock out your arm. So today, really focus on the difference of these 3 movements. What do they look like? What do they feel like? And make sure you're doing them correctly. They're each of them have a purpose, and each of them kind of build on each other. So it's important to know what they are, and it's important to know how to do them each correctly. So again, first 2 rounds, you're going to focus on the strict press. Second 2 rounds, you're going to focus on the push press. And those last 2 rounds, rounds 5 and 6, you're going to focus on the push jerk. So you guys can switch arms whenever you want. That's going to be up to you in the remaining time. Maybe round 1 and you do just the left, and round 2 you do the other side. That might be kind of an ideal way to go about it, but it's totally up to you. All right, so we're winding back here. We're going to go 3-minute AMRAPs, 6 rounds. Start with a 400-meter run, do 5 burpees. With whatever time you have left on that 3-minute clock, you're going to do one of those dumbbell shoulder to overhead movements. All right, have fun with this one, guys. Enjoy it. Focus on those movements. Practice a couple of those strict press, push jerks before we start, so you understand and can feel the difference between those 3. All right, we will see you soon. Enjoy your Tuesday. Have an awesome day.